What do you think's the biggest threat to mankind right now?
I'd say the biggest threat right now is population collapse. The super low birth rate.
Really?
Yeah.
Over like nuclear war, natural
birth
disaster.
Don't we have an overpopulation
Yeah.
problem?
No, we have an underpopulation problem.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you
So
say that?
this is the most commonly misunderstood situation.
Yeah, they definitely push that we have a
Mhm.
overpopulation
Yeah, why is
problem.
No, I don't know. It's just like, I think it's like, this is a holdover from like, I don't know, the 70s or something, you know? So there was a huge baby boom, like where people did have a ton of kids after World War II. But then the US has actually been the birth rate in the US has been below replacement rate since like 71 or 72.
In the
Like
US, but
50
how about-
years.
how about
50 years,
other
the US has
countries,
been
though?
below replacement rate.
I know US, but how about other countries?
Well, like China's got a huge population collapse problem.
Really?
Yeah.
China, you actually get penalized if you have more than one
Oh.
kid.
No,
Yeah.
you
Are
see
you
it-
being serious?
no,
Oh,
no,
I
they,
like
they
that
cut that
idea.
off.
No, see, this is like, so part of it is just like we're operating on things that were true in the past, but are no longer true. So China did have a one-child policy, but like about 10 years ago, they changed it to a two-child policy. And then a few years ago, they changed it to a three-child policy, and birth rate kept plummeting the whole time. So they had the lowest birth rate ever last year.
Really?
Yeah, China's birth rate right now is 40% below replacement.
Well, traditional women. I don't want to, like, you know.
Listen, one can speculate as to the reasons, but I can tell you
There's
that
no hoes. I mean, like,
Andrew Tate was last week, bro.
I know, but it's true, bro. Like what you said about birth, I
They're out there.
see that.
Wow, that is a very common
Yeesh.
misconception. I would have
it's
never.
a very common
might be right.
misconception. Like,
Yeah.
what we face is population collapse.
Huh.
Collapse. Like people have no idea how fast the population is going to collapse.
What are we trending
Japan is pretty far along in that. Like Japan actually lost like 600,000, went down by 600,000 people last year.
The Japanese are not in the bedroom at all. Then
It would
Not at
seem,
all.
It would seem not.
What about the U.S.? We got to increase, right?
Yeah, what I'm saying is the U.S. has been below replacement rate for 50 years. The only
That's
reason
so
the
nuts.
population has increased
Like
is because-
yearly, you're
Since
saying.
the 70s.
Yeah, since the early 70s, since like 71, 72.
So why are we spewed with all this BS that we're overpopulating, but the population's growing, right?
No, it's not. So I mean, I should say the like lifespan is increasing.
Mm-hmm.
People are living longer. But that's the only reason why the population of Earth isn't plummeting, but it will plummet. So, just like one metric to track is the ratio of adult diapers to baby diapers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at what point does a country have more adult diapers than baby diapers? And like Japan went past that point over 10 years ago, I believe.
Whoa.
What do you think happens in like the future then? What's your kind of thought on that?
Well, I think we've got to turn this around. We've got to have at least replacement rate, if not more, on the baby front. And by the way, these are not matters that are subjective. You can just literally look at the birth rate.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's an objective number. Like how many babies were born. It's like they recorded this information. You know, so
So you're saying people need to be having more kids?
yeah. I mean, I'm sure you know a lot of people who have like no kids. Like, how many kids do you guys have?
I don't
I
know.
got no kids.
I mean, that we know
None
of.
of you guys have.
Uh.
What the fuck?
I'm 28, but I mean,
I'm
but are
20.
you-
I guess I
20
could.
is reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've been thinking of
I'm
it.
trying to get a baby mama soon, but yeah.
Yeah.
And I just got married last month. She's over there.
Okay. Hey, congrats.
I feel like that's kind of changing though. I think like with generations, our generation is have like less marriages, less kids.
Well, child support, man. A lot of guys are scared right now.
It's true.
Well, that's not
It's
the
true.
only thing, but yeah.
I mean, it's true, man. I would be scared too. I mean, geez.
that probably is a big
No,
thing.
it's a
That's
big
probably part of
factor,
it,
Yeah,
too.
I
but
feel
well,
like.
like
part of it-
cost
part of it too.
is probably
Cost
a big
of a
thing.
child.
Yeah,
Give me a break. I'm not.
Social media too.
Yeah.
People get caught up on social media instead of going out and having fun. And
how detrimental is that? Like, what's that? If it keeps trending this way,
well, we've become
how long do we
extinct
have
eventually.
before it's like, yeah, I guess extinct.
Well, it's a like a low birth rate is a slow death for a civilization. It's not a fast death.
Yeah, we're chilling for a bit.
Yeah. I mean,
So
you're
then-
cruising. It's just like the average age just starts drifting up, and then basically civilization will die with a whimper in adult diapers. kind of sucks as it's like anticlimactic. It's not exactly. I mean, frankly, if you say, like, given the choice, like, I'd rather civilization went out with a bang than a whimper in adult diapers.
Yeah.
What's a bang?
Bang would be World War III.
That'd be
If
fucking
the
nuts.
choices are, like, it's just like sad, or it's just sad if you just die, and if civilization dies of old age. I think. So that's like that's probably the biggest myth that exists right now, is this overpopulation myth, when in fact we have a population collapse problem. And I think people can see this anecdotally when they talk to friends, and just like we just had, like, none of you guys have kids yet. It's totally understandable. 20, but I mean,
28.
yeah, 28 maybe. How old are you?
42.
42. You should
He's
have
not contributing.
See, like, by 42, you should have
I know.
a kid.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I'm the problem. I know. That's
You're
what I
one of
got
them.
out of this.
So,
Vasectomy?
that's I don't know. I have a lot of friends of mine, especially, like know a lot of women that have not had kids, and, like, not planning to, type of thing. And I'm like, man. So I'm worried about I think that's the biggest risk to civilization right now. It's just, we got to get rid of this nonsense that we're having an overpopulation issue. We have an underpopulation issue.
Why do you think that's not being said more then? If that's a huge problem.
Different agenda. I mean,
I think, yeah, some kind of, I think, like, maybe the sort of, like, I'm pro-environment, but I think the environmentalist agenda has
Yeah,
kind of
sure.
gone too
yeah,
far on
it's
that.
all
Sure.
agenda.
Yeah.
That's an environmentalist?
Yeah, more
Well, it's kind of like
How so?
I mean, like, a lot of these things, it's like, I'm not necessarily, I don't think it's like some sort of like sort of nefarious mastermind situation. It's just a dumb idea that hasn't been fixed, as opposed to, like, somebody's masterminding it or something, yeah. But I'm just saying, objectively, one way or another, if we don't have kids, is like, population is going to decline. Average age is going to increase.